IVM.
Do you often dream about leading a more creative life? Whether you wanted to be a painter, a dancer, a cricketer, or a photographer. Maybe you wanted to play games for a living. Growing up, financial responsibilities often take us away from our true passions. Now imagine if you could explore that creativity while still making sure that your family is financially secure. Find a way for the artist and the realist within us to coexist. करो पूरे अपने इरादे, अपनों से किए सभी वादे. SBI Life अपने लिए, अपनों के लिए. To know more about our insurance plans with wealth creation, log on to www.sbilife.co.in. IRDAI registration number 111.
All right, hello, welcome to Football Twaddle. All the way from Hong Kong is AP Dhillon. What's up?
No.
Hey, Munde, Pagal. Hi, everyone.
Yes, so the Munda is going Pagal in Hong Kong and he's decided to grace us. And at least because of his Pagalpan, he's watched more games combined than what Yash and I definitely have watched over the weekend. But unfortunately, he has no idea that the agenda is that we are not going to talk about any of those games. So there it goes. And we have Rose Ka Dal Chawal, Yash.
What's up? And congrats, Saru, for not jinxing anything in the world and keeping the world safe.
Dude, what are you saying? In the last 1 week, here's what's happened, right? Let me give a quick world update. It seems Saudi MBS does not like Biden, so they don't give a shit about oil. And they
But interpersonal skills are fine, dude. Like no footballer had molested anyone, and the country has not started a new war. Whatever has happened is happening parallelly. So yeah.
Yeah, but the most shocking thing has come about in the last 1 week. I mean, I thought the madness had subsided and we have somehow broken the jinx. But here we find out a student from Andhra Pradesh has decided he has a pet jaguar, pet cheetah. I don't know what all pets he has.
That is so cool.
He's refusing to come back to India if his pets are not allowed.
Dude, he's India's reply to Tiger King.
Poor guy, he doesn't know that we have something called the Wildlife Act of 1974. That shows how lethargic Indian government is. All our acts are 1974 or before. We don't have a new act. So because of such lethargic government, I blame Congress. I think we need listeners for the podcast, and our producer has told that if we blame Congress, we will get some hardcore followers. So that's what we need to do.
Let's also blame the Hong Kong Congress.
No. We need funding as well.
Oh damn.
So Manav, is it safe to assume that Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelöf are also blaming the Congress? I saw a very damning video on Twitter today on showing how these guys track, run, and how useless they have absolutely become. I don't think this is a ranking problem at this point. I think it's just these guys are taking the mickey out of everyone now.
No, I don't think it was ever a managerial problem. Even, this might seem to be a biased opinion, but even at the time of Mourinho, it was not a manager problem. It was still a player problem. It seemed to get fixed when Ole came because of although a legend of the club is coming managing. It seemed okay for a year and a half or so. But even...
No, it didn't seem okay. Yash made a very good point last week, and I'm sure he doesn't remember what he said. So I will remind both of you. What Yash said was, we were getting results playing bad under Ole. Now we are playing decent most of the time and we are not getting results. I mean, the stats don't really prove that, but I think there is some truth to that, you know. This just can't
that was not a defender related issue. I mean,
but no. So the video I saw, Yash, basically showed Rashford, Lingard, they're not even, forget pressing to chodo. They're just like strolling. Bruno also. I think you guys, the Manchester United players, have got Bruno down to their level, right?
I mean, it's really unfortunate. Especially, I mean, there was this particular video. I think it was the second goal only, which Maguire nutmegged himself. I mean, sorry, whoever nutmegged Maguire
It
and
was Maguire.
KDB. Yeah, I mean, but I think it came from Telles. So Telles nutmegged Maguire. But yeah, I mean, in that video, there was this Roy Keane comment on which the focus was on Fred in that particular goal.
He didn't track.
And they're saying the ball has come and gone 3 times. Like the first shot which Foden took, De Gea saved. Second shot which came and Telles blocked, and then De Bruyne scored. And Fred is standing in the same fucking position in
Dude,
this entire
wait.
sequence of events.
I mean, for the second goal, yeah, I think we can blame Maguire a little. But if you actually see, KDB, Fred, and someone else were on the same line. KDB makes the forward run, and the other two are just staring. But the best part was after KDB scores the goal, the frustration of the guy who didn't track back. One is Fred, and the other guy, I don't remember who. They're like, wow. So they were really frustrated. And there was one more goal I saw. Yash. Sorry,
in the second goal, I would also blame Lindelöf. I mean, what was he trying to do? Trying to head the ball, and by the time his head reached anywhere near the ball, it was almost. They had made the save also in the first attempt, so it was really funny.
Yes, the Riyad Mahrez goal which he scored? I think it's the second goal for 4-1. I think where Alex Telles realizes that his own defenders are not defending; they're not tracking his run. So what does the great man do? He decides to run all the way from left. By the time he reaches Riyad Mahrez, the goal is scored instead of just screaming at someone. Dude, why? Yes, what is the solution?
So the solution won't come in this season. This season,
not this season, but I'm sure they're thinking about summer now. So how many can they offload should be the genuine question, right?
No, this season I mean, ironically, the good thing is that there are 4 players already who are gonna exhaust their contract, right? So despite how lethargic Manchester United usually are when it comes to selling in the transfer market, they're gonna start 4 up.
Yeah, they have.
I don't think they'll start 4 up, and then there are a few players that they can get rid of, but majority of them, I wonder who'd buy them. That's the only issue.
No, that would be Pogba, Lingard, Cavani out of contract,
Mata.
right?
What? And Morata? Is that Mata. Part of somehow?
This is the writing stuff.
Oh,
our CSR expert.
After so many days, I saw Mata on the bench talking to Rashford. I think he told Rashford to be Katle. And hence, right after the game, we start getting news. Marcus Rashford is now evaluating what is this leaky bucket, Manav? Why is Marcus Rashford? I'm sure he's told someone to put it out right there. Why? Why can't you just keep quiet?
I don't know. I mean, 3 years back and you are naming Rashford, Mbappe in the same bucket. And there was this picture of the night in Paris. And Rashford is just putting his hand on Mbappe's head. And that went viral after this match. That this was the day Rashford sort of
that way Ole put his hand on Mourinho's head after they beat Spurs. Yeah. And Mourinho after 6-1 thrashing put 2 times. So don't forget putting hand and all. But I would like to lodge a protest against one of the comments Manav made. Yes, that Rashford and Mbappe were spoken in the same breath. Manav clearly is watching with...
But anyone can speak about anyone in the same breath. Right?
Not
a big deal. Mbappe, what has Mbappe done that is out of this world? He played well in the World Cup final. And we've only seen glimpses of him, right? I mean, he's supremely talented, no doubt about it.
I see.
But, I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's not like he's been compared to Messi or Ronaldo.
He was.
Who?
He was the guy, the torchbearer for taking over.
Mbappe was, right? I'm saying Rashford. It's not like anyone was comparing him to Messi or Ronaldo.
All right.
This was 3 years ago and Mbappe had just burst onto the scene, hadn't done much.
Yeah, and Saru, just to clarify, I am not saying they are in the same. I'm just saying some people believed they were. I am saying they were never in the same sentence or same breath. Their name should be taken.
That's what I love about this podcast and the guests we get. We all work on plausible deniabilities. In corporate term, it's called cover your ass.
Okay. As discussed on call.
As discussed on call, we'll get back to you. Like, what the hell? Why are you writing an email saying that you've discussed that you'll get back to me on call? It's a man. Corporate culture is amazing. Not to waste a lot of time on this Manchester United crap show, I just want the final question on this. Was Cristiano in Manchester or in Portugal? Guys, yes or no? Yes, starting with you.
No.
What? Who's lying?
You said yes or no. It's not a yes or no question, but fine.
No, I'm asking in your opinion, was he in Manchester or in Portugal?
No, but he clearly was in Portugal, right? I thought that was
no one knows.
Conclusion.
No one
No,
knows.
I think the question should be, did he have the hip flexor injury or not?
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Did he have the hip flexor injury? Yes.
Yeah, they played him like 4 times in a week. So yes.
Did they?
No, I don't think he had that injury. I think this was just made up.
All right. We need to turn our attention a little to Manchester City just to give them some footage. Man, the dominance, Pep, how much ever I don't not like that man, that guy has created a genius machine where Haaland will start on the bench from next season. That's how good the team is, right?
Powerhouse, actually a powerhouse. He's actually made Premier League look like Bundesliga. Credits to Klopp that he's not making it look like, but if Liverpool were performing as they were like 3 years back, it would have been Bundesliga, actually.
Yeah, so, that is true, man. Klopp is amazing. I love Klopp. That's why Manav and I are just waiting for his contract to run out so that he can go to Barcelona or somewhere, and Gerrard can come to Liverpool and we can finally say, Acha, Europa League. So, yeah.
No, but frankly, not many managers can play Phil Foden as the striker and still play such attractive football.
What?
You'd see
that is such a stupid defensive style of football. Come on,
no,
Phil
actually,
is so good.
I think his
I'm saying as a striker.
Bhai, Pep's teams
number 9.
Pep's teams don't need strikers.
That's what I'm trying to say. Very few managers can do that. Play a player in a totally different position and still play attractive football.
I see. Oh, yes.
You see what Man United did? They started Bruno as the number 9 and the football was absolutely fuck all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, that is true. Pep deserves a lot of credit for
absolutely.
Even if and I'm sure they're not going to win the Champions League, and we will beat him with that stick on a later date. But this team, man, this is a relentless machine, and yeah, nothing else to be said. And right on cue, Yash, Riyad Mahrez supposedly, what is the random news that Chelsea want to bid for Riyad Mahrez and Arsenal? Wasn't that the news?
Was it PSG? I don't know.
Even PSG. Everyone wants Mahrez now.
Yeah, one decent goal he scores and everybody's after him. But no, to be honest, he's an awesome player. He chose a team where he's gonna win a lot of trophies and a lot of plaudits, but is he a starter? Is he not a starter? I don't know. Maybe he wants to play more football before his
no, he's 31.
Career ends.
He's 31. Trust me, he doesn't want to play more football.
But maybe isn't Mahrez and Ziyech like for like similar players, similar position, everything similar?
I am an content aggregator, friends. Who am I to say if he and Ziyech play at the same position, or what is there in the great Tuchel's mind and all of that? Man, news pada, I asked for your opinions.
Maybe his contract is nearing an end, and considering he almost went on a strike at Leicester to get to Man City, we know that he's financially inclined also.
Oh,
so maybe for the last bumper contract, he is putting a word out there.
In other words, Yash is saying, "Isko sirf paisa chahiye." All right, let's move the subject to a gentleman known lovingly as Fat Frank, and we are hit with the news that he's put in an impossible position, and then they make it even more tougher by giving him Dele Alli. Ki jao iske saath khelo. And now it's becoming supposedly even more tough because the owners have screwed it up so badly that in a relegation battle they may be docked points. Yes, I like Frank Lampard. I don't want him to be relegated.
Yeah, I mean, when he came in, I hoped he stayed because I wanted the Lampard versus Gerrard battle next season. So I wanted this relegation battle to be postponed one season, but it's here before everything happened. And I mean, Everton owners have to take the cake, man. I mean, they really beat even Manchester United owners as bad owners, and our ex-owners, Mr. Ashley as well. Because if you're in a relegation dogfight, why would you buy Dele Alli and our man
Van de Beek.
Donny Van de Beek, who's barely played, and both of them are like flair players? I mean, you really need a bunch of tough guys, maybe defenders, fullbacks, CDMs, etc. This is just these transfers are weird. They were big money transfers, and they were just strange. I don't think Everton will go down. Eventually, they have a bunch of decent players like Richarlison and.
You want to know something awesome, Manav? Dele Alli doesn't even start for Everton, right?
Yeah.
In a week or 10 days, Lampard figured, "Are ye to koi kaam ka nahi hai." Like, this guy's not even good, and Van de Beek keeps getting substituted, dude. Why gone? Is
I
Van de
mean,
Beek on loan?
Yeah, he's on loan. The fee which they're going to pay for Ali is rising up to 40 million or something based on performances and all those things. There was this meme going across on Instagram. Everton calls up Tottenham and says that you want Dele Alli 40 million. No, we can. In reply, Tottenham says no, we cannot pay more than 20 million. Everton says no, I'm going to pay you.
If
Tottenham
Everton,
like, what?
if Everton was based in India, you know what Everton owners would have done? They would have called Tottenham and said, "Nahi de raha, jaake jo karna hai kar le." Yeah, but yeah, Spurs. I mean, I don't think Spurs will finish in top 4 because they have Antonio Conte, and I don't like him. So on that on that basis, I'm claiming that they're not going to finish in top 4. But the guys, Mano, who's going to finish in top 4, I am at least almost certain now, is the Arsenal. I mean,
Mikel
come
Arteta's
on.
Arsenal.
All the big bats Arteta has taken, he's done a good job. Even I
Very
don't
good
think
job, very good
hardcore
job.
critics, which is AFTV, even they can deny it, that Arteta's done a
They
good
must be
job.
jumping with joy. I've not watched the video in a while, but still.
I'm sure you watched the Arsenal game, Mano.
Yeah, I did. It was a very, very entertaining first half, and Watford were also playing pretty good. But that Tom cleverly misplaced pass, or I mean, he spent too much time on the ball, which sort of changed the match when Saka scored the goal. But yeah, I love the goals in the match, the build up and everything. That goal from Hernandez for Watford was a fantastic scissor kick, bicycle kick, and also the Arsenal goals were pretty good. And I'll save that Martinelli goal for the goal of the week.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
already
fine. We
taking
will
the-
introduce something
Yeah.
called goal of the week only for our friend. But
Yeah.
so here's the race for top 4, right? And I'm just going to throw out names based on who I think realistically are there. Spurs 26 games played, 45 points. United 28 games played, 47 points. Arsenal 25 games played, 48 points. They are, I mean, as they say, the top 4 trophy is theirs to lose. Yes, now.
Yeah, it pretty much is theirs to lose. The only thing I'd say is they've won their last 4 games, but that included like a double header against Wolves because of the Omicron break. The game was postponed. Then there's a victory over Watford, and did they beat Everton or one more team who's not one of the bigger teams? If
I'll tell you, they beat Wolves, they beat Brentford, they beat Watford.
Brentford.
And
yeah, so that's it. Those 4 victories, and before those 4 victories, there was a 0-0 draw against Burnley. And on the opening day of this year, they lost to Man City. So in 2.5 months almost, they've only played 6 games. And they're not in Europe. Are they in the FA Cup? I don't know. They're not. So it's Arteta has had time to work with this team. And once maybe...
You mean 2 years?
Yeah, whatever. Recently, he has time to rest his players as well. Maybe when those difficult games come up against the Liverpools, Man Cities, etc., that's when really we'll find out what this Arsenal team is made of. And
yeah, the only thing I would say to that is, when Liverpool, Man City all come up, they'll be deep into Champions League as well. They will have to rest and rotate players. And I didn't know, but is Odegaard like such a big talent or something, because as soon as this game, I started seeing all over Twitter and news that Odegaard is like finally showing his potential and all of that jazz.
Oh.
Is he?
Yeah. Odegaard was supposed to be the next big thing when he was like 17, 18 years old. He was signed by Real Madrid. He's one of those. I mean, the next big
Wunderkinds.
number 10.
From 1985, Pele is calling one African the next Pele. So it does not matter what people are calling. But is he actually good?
In FIFA, he was good. That's what I remember.
Yeah, oh, wow. Yash, can you call a small boy? I think he can. He will also talk about FIFA then. Okay. Let's see. What other games were there? I know Chelsea beat someone. Very
Palace,
Burnley,
was it?
4-0. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, whatever. I wouldn't.
Great result.
Yes. I think when we talk about the player of the week, we'll come to this. I think we should take a break right now. And after the break, as Manav has suggested, we should have a goal of the week, player of the week, and also what games are going to watch on the weekend. Oh, by the way, I also saw Napoli versus Milan, and Giroud is banging crucial goals to keep Milan in the title race. So he is the striker Lukaku wish he could have been, I guess. I think that's the only lesson. So all of you just keep that in your mind while we come back from a break.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On This Round is on me, Gauri has a conversation on building a sustainable luxury travel ecosystem with entrepreneur Jaisal Singh. On the Wire Talks, Siddharth asks American philosopher Jason Stanley to decode his book, How Fascism Works, The Politics of Us and Them. On The Longest Constitution, Priya explains the concept of invisible work and how Javed Akhtar and the copyright law are connected. On Postcards from Nowhere, Utsav tells us an interesting story that connects West Indies cricket, jackals, and Mariamman temples. And on All Things Policy, the Takshashila folk look into the Ukraine-Russia conflict and its associated geopolitics. So, on a personal note, I wanted to let you all know that this week marks the 7th anniversary since I started IVM. I'm eternally grateful to the team we have here, especially Kavita Rajwade and Tejas Sringarpure, who have been here since the beginning. They've seen the struggles, our eventual acquisition by Pratilipi, and our continued struggles to make podcasting a large and thriving part of the media industry. We have the best hosts in the world, and I have to say that I'm so glad and so grateful that they have chosen to work with us. And finally, I'd like to say thank you to you, the millions of folks who have heard or watched our content. All I can say is, you ain't seen nothing yet. I hope you join us as we continue this journey. In the meanwhile, do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any platform you're listening to. You can also check us out on YouTube. To get a list of all of our channels, you can go to ivmpodcast.com/YouTube, where you can go to all the channels. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance, Bank of Baroda, Max Life Insurance, India Water Portal, and HDFC Life Insurance. Thank you so much for making this possible.
All right, welcome back to Football Twaddle. Let's start off. Yes, go for it, my buddy. Go for it. Player of the week. You already messaged me the name on WhatsApp.
Which is,
On Saturday only.
what did I say? Kareem.
Okay, it's a 6-letter word. The second name is a 6-letter word starting with F and ending with R. And his first name is Ryan.
Ryan Fraser.
Yes.
That
have the
was,
WhatsApp.
that was the player. That was the player for the last week, dude. Like I've been.
As soon as he scored the goal, you messaged.
How many weeks are we gonna
give?
give him the trophy, dude?
The player of the season. Ryan Fraser is our player of the season. Man, I am pumped to be one of the first 100 fans of Newcastle in India. People can't even call me a sellout anymore because we're not going to win anything next year. But dude, this is amazing. The performance, killer Eddie Howe rocks.
So that we know, Eddie Howe plays great football, and I mean, we as a podcast mentioned about Ryan Fraser's hard work and brilliance maybe a month back. So yeah, so we are trendsetters that way.
Yeah.
Even the professional commentators during the game were appreciating his performance so much.
Dude, he's amazing. Mano, I think you for the first time you saw Newcastle like in a few weeks, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, praise our team.
I mean, I've never seen a number 7 play in the middle of the park. So a number 7 playing middle of the park
It's just a number, buddy.
it's just a number. Yeah,
Mourinho gave Eto'o number 9 and made him play right back. So
so yeah, that was there, and I mean, playing some really good football, attractive football. Mark Wood is making runs, which
Chris
I am
Wood,
not very
not
used
Mark
to.
Wood,
Sorry,
Chris Wood.
sorry. I'm in that England versus West Indies cricket hangover, but yeah, sorry. So Chris Wood is making runs. I have always seen him play for Burnley in a two-striker setup where he just has to win headers and give the ball to the other striker in some space. But it's really good to see him making those runs, and he comes from, I think, New Zealand, which is
Yes, the only
good.
thing I would say about the two striker setup is in set pieces, even Newcastle is a two striker setup. Chris Wood and Dan Burn. They are the
yeah,
two
but I think Fabian Shire scored from the corner this week around, right?
Oh, man,
Yeah.
He did.
Brilliant header.
They're playing so well. You know, a little money as
Absolutely.
incentive can change a lot of things, you know.
Yeah, ask John Joe Shelby.
Is Riyad Mahrez linked to us?
No, we don't want old fellows. No. We want to chart our own path because it is going to be a struggle to win Premier League. Our aim should be now to get to Europa League next year and just do whatever it is. And then the assault on Champions League position starts. And by the time Klopp is gone, right? So get Liverpool off their top 4 perch. Our Arsenal would have fired Arteta by then. So there will be another rebuilding exercise. I think United now is in the wilderness for another 7-8 years. So that's done. So
Probably Pep would have won Champions League with City and moved on.
Oh God, are we winning the Premier League in 3 years? Gosh, what's going on? I will somehow save money and go to St. James's Park that day, Yash. And you also just leave everything. We'll go there. It'll be a party.
Yeah.
You know, our owner, Amanda Stavely, she said, the whole of Saudi now supports Newcastle. That's the amount of love they have. Yeah. So Ryan Fraser is the player of the week till we actually figure out which other Newcastle player to give it to.
Yeah.
So that's Yash's choice. Manav, you've seen a lot of football on the weekend. Who is your player of the week?
I think it has to be Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he ran riots in that Man United midfield, although which was asleep for most of the time. But still, I mean, he was just fabulous in this match and deservedly got 2 goals and man of the match. So he would be my player of the week.
Okay. Yeah. He is so good, no? I mean, he's like, would you call him a superstar of world football?
I mean,
No.
There's been this overlap with Messi and Ronaldo, right? I mean, in some of the years. So that's why if he had come 3 years later...
No, forget Messi, Ronaldo.
Football
Football has so many superstars. I'm asking, would you consider Kevin De Bruyne to be one of the superstars? I think Lukaku is a superstar. Forget how he plays and all. So the profile, the superstar profile I'm talking about.
Saru, I think superstars you will always associate with a striker or a forward who scores a lot of goals. It's that kind of a term.
A major problem is that he's played for City for so long, and at City the superstar is Pep, who overshadows most of his players. So
yes,
and the team is stacked. It has so many players that it's. I mean, they won a couple of titles with him being injured half the time. So yeah, that has sort of hampered his image or whatever, taken the pressure off him.
Yeah, I know, but he's amazing. But I don't think Chelsea should have any regrets. My player of the week, Kai Havertz. Forget Giroud. Lukaku should just look at him and learn few things. It was a terrible first half by Chelsea, but man, second half they just ran riot over Burnley, which is good because now Burnley and the gap between Burnley and Newcastle is increasing. So I will actually check the odds of relegation and all that crap later. But
I think we are in the clear, man.
No, we need. We need 37, 38 points. No point of being complacent because the last 3-4 games we don't want to get into stuck. Newcastle are playing Liverpool and all of them. So, all right. So my player of the week is Kai Havertz. I would just give Manav one goal of the week. So what is that, Manav? Which was that goal you were saying?
Martinelli.
Kya tha wo goal? Like, what was it? Why you praising that?
One touch passing, and then Martinelli just took first time shot and got a goal. So I mean, I just love that goal. It had, I would not say exactly the same, but it had shades of that Giroud Wilshere goal versus Norwich.
Really?
Shades. I mean, it
Okay, I
was
get
scored
what
from
you're
outside
saying.
the box, but it was some pretty good one-touch football at display. So that's why.
Cool. After this
That's the
recording,
primary
I'm going to
reason.
watch that goal and see. Alrighty, boys. What matches are you
Okay.
watching this weekend? Cast your eyes wide and tell me.
No, I'll be, of course, looking forward to Spurs versus United, because that will definitely knock one team out of the top four equation if it's not a draw.
Oh, I forgot.
If either of the team wins it, the losing team is, in my opinion, out of the top four race.
Spurs versus United. Jeez, that's going to be a huge game. What's your prediction for that?
Let me just see the venue, because it's Old Trafford, so Spurs would win.
What? What sort of
United.
Abhi,
Away,
score.
United
So
has
tell
been
me a
playing
score now. What is the?
I think Spurs will win this 2-1.
Wow. Yes. Do you concur? Come on, guys. Support
No,
United.
I think United will win this 2-1. The exact opposite.
Okay. Who's going to score goals? Ye bata do bas.
Kane and
I
Son.
think.
What?
Yeah, Kane would obviously score for them. But yeah, I think Bruno and Anthony Elanga would score for Manchester United.
All right. Okay. So what game are you going to watch? Yes. Spurs United is already taken.
Okay, then Brighton versus Liverpool is a pretty decent game because Liverpool are chasing and Brighton under Potter are a decent team. So
What? I thought you would say Arsenal versus Leicester City. Leicester's picked up some wins. They've come in some sort of form. And,
no, man.
wanted to see if Arsenal's top four credentials.
No, but I think Arsenal right now have a cushion to like draw this game and still be in the race. So I don't think this is that interesting.
I'm going to watch the Oligarch versus Monarch derby. It's Chelsea versus Newcastle. So we should, is it Ukraine?
Which team would you be rooting for?
Dude, Ukraine or Jamal? Which is a bigger crime?
I think you should ideally say Yemen, but nobody's talking about that.
They're colored people. So the Western world doesn't care much about them.
Damn.
Yeah, but what do you mean? Which team am I rooting for? Manav, if you haven't followed my passionate following of Newcastle United, I mean, like, why do you still have these doubts? Like, I want to
Because
dispel
you're
any
wearing blue
notions.
currently, so
What?
you're wearing blue, so I just thought I'll ask.
I'm wearing a Gap shirt. I love America, man. Joe Biden forever, baby. So yeah. Isn't Newcastle's away shirt blue? Yes.
I know.
Yes, buddy. Yes.
Okay.
Alan Shane Maxima is going to run circles around Aspilicueta.
Is he back from injury?
Yes, he is. He got some minutes.
And is Callum Wilson coming back anytime soon?
Callum Wilson, abe chodo. Those are all Purana
Thing of past.
They're all things of past. We can't deal with
Wilson and
ACL injuries.
Wilson and Fraser were signed together from Bournemouth, right?
No, that was. I don't know if they signed together or something, but Wilson came.
Yeah, they were signed in the same window when Bournemouth was relegated.
Oh yeah, maybe. But yeah, imagine now Dan Burton versus Lukaku. It's like the camera angle also won't. It won't even pan. But I think my prediction is going to be a solid 2-2 draw.
Good result for either, I guess.
Interesting.
Yes, exactly. All righty. So on that note, yes. Adios. See you next week.
Goodbye.
Manav, have fun in your lockdown. Since you can't go anywhere out, please watch some more football so that
definitely.
Next week, if need be, and we have to call you, there's someone who's seen the games.
Yeah, definitely. More than happy to. Thank you.
Okay, people. Bye-bye.
इन्फ्लेशन, फिस्कल डेफिसिट, जीडीपी, एमएसपी, एनपीए, इक्विटी मार्केट वगैरह वगैरह। दोस्तों, हमने सारे शब्द टीवी या अखबार में जरूर देखे होंगे या फिर सुने होंगे, पर हम में से कितने लोग हैं जो ये जानते हैं कि इन सब का सीधा प्रभाव पड़ता है हमारी सैलरी पर, हमारे इंक्रीमेंट पर और कमबख्त हमारे खर्चों पर। दोस्तों, मेरा नाम है अभिनव त्रिवेदी और मैं बात कर रहा हूँ इक्का दुक्का इकोनॉमी पॉडकास्ट से, जहाँ पे इस तरह के इकोनॉमिक और फाइनेंशियल टर्म्स को मैं जोड़ूंगा सीधा आपकी जेब से। हर मंगलवार एक नया एपिसोड सुने IVM पॉडकास्ट की वेबसाइट, ऐप या फिर किसी भी अन्य पॉडकास्ट प्लेटफॉर्म पर।
Do you wonder why China does the things that it does? Or want to know how we could improve online privacy? Or perhaps you're thinking about how we can kickstart India's economy. If you'd like to search for the answers to such questions, check out All Things Policy, a daily public policy podcast that covers everything from employment figures to aircraft carriers. Tune in from Monday to Friday for new episodes and fresh takes.